see, what else can we do? Okay, so Dragonmother. On turn 2, get a mysterious egg, and then when you transform a character, give it +5 attack. Which always seems interesting, but there's not a ton of transform effects in the game. So I feel like that's only going to amount to like, what, like, I don't know, +15 across the whole game, maybe? And I also don't know why the mysterious egg shows up on turn 2. Like, maybe it's intentional to make it so that it hatches at a specific breakpoint. That might be why. It's mostly the egg, really? Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what the breakpoint is. Like, at what shop level is it maturing? And is that why it needs to show up on turn 2? Whereas if it showed up on turn 1, it would actually hatch too soon and it would feel bad? Yeah, that's probably it. I remember thinking like, it's gonna hatch a whole turn later? Let's give it a shot. Deck list. We have Underdog in here again, but we're not using them. I don't know who we're using instead. I don't know what the base shop is. Oh, we have Black Hole this game. On farewell, KO the character that KO'd me. I just feel like this one has some relevance. What do we have here? It turns up turn 2, so you can't deal full heart damage on turn 1, and because egg is better on turn 2 because it hatches the turn your shop levels. Great, perfect, beautiful. That makes total sense. I didn't realize about the damage though. That's interesting. All right, let's go. Okay, wait, what happens? Do I get 2 eggs or does it become a silver egg? Does anybody know the answer to this? That's interesting. It will become silver, which means it's going to hatch that 1 turn early. Huh. I recommend not taking it. Yeah, that seems to be the right play. I really kind of want to try it. You've already confirmed that it'll become silver, though, so I don't think that I need to test this. Otherwise, I'd be like, I have to do it for science. I'll take the Athena for the quest, and I guess the stepsisters for the quest, and hope we can buff it later. That seems fine. I think we want to actually ban them on 1. Yeah, it seems like it makes sense as just sort of a special case, but I also would understand if you wouldn't want to have, like, special cases without them being explicit. That's the mysterious egg. Oh, I see, right? Because I would actually drag it from the shop and it would be a silver in the shop. Right, because of the way it spawns in the shop, it doesn't just appear on your board. That makes total sense. It just appears as silver. Prickles. I liked Prickles in theory when I've used them in the past. Sure. Ooh, interesting. I think I'll go with the daughter of Athena. Always good to be able to chain those. Okay, that's pretty good, pretty good. And Puck for the damage. Oh, that'll help us get the sisters. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. 1 and 2. Perfect. Okay, bounty contacts, twin shot, characters. It's just a weird feels bad when you don't realize, yeah, that you did it to yourself. That makes sense. I like bounty contacts. I think that just always feel good. Like, am I gonna get heroes? I don't know. +2 attack is fine, but this could add up to more overall. Oh, gold stepsisters, great. I never go with the secret map, but I'm not a huge fan of either of these either. I'll take the attack. Robin's bow. I'm always a fan of Pyrat. I think Pyrat's great. I don't really need the 6/5 anymore, so I think that's the way to go. That's a big egg! Let's see. Okay, so turn 5 would be... Is turn 5 actually? I'll have to pay attention to it. Sounds like it is, but, you know. I'm not super aware. I think I'll just go with the Tavern. Hands Shadow. Yeah, it's pretty good. Do I replace anything with that? Your Fae, your Fae. think I just throw it. You can pick them up later if we need to. And then Silvery Moon. I think I'm gonna Silvery Moon the egg. 3 bronze character silver, and it gets +1/+1. Mock Thulu. Oh, Santa Claus, get out of here. Come on. Rude. What do we get? Sunflary. Oh my. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do nicely. Do we want Dreamer? Or do we want Pix? I don't know what to do with Dreamer. It seemed like a good, interesting late game tech card and not something I really care about, but I don't really care about Pix either. I think we just ditch no matter which one of these. Eventually. Puck is 4 attack. This is when a character is attacked, which can add up to more unless you're doing summons, in which case the normal support tends to be better. I'll go with the Dreamer for now, but I expect to replace them immediately. Ooh, that's a transform effect. Alright. That's good. Do we get our Nameless one? We do! We survived on 1! Oh, that's beautiful. That's awesome. So Nameless one is Hunt +2/+2, and then when they get golden, they transform. And... oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We're gonna make it happen. Reference, Sugar Plum Fairy. When you recruit a Fae, your shop gets bigger. I like that one a lot. They're not a hero, though. Fairy Godmother, hero. Sugar Plum Fairy, that's just a fairy. That makes sense. Maybe Prickles is done. Yeah, let's say Prickles is done. Sure. Don't care about any of these right now. Cast a spell. Nice. That Foul Lich is getting big though. I think I lose. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Ooh, you're making me choose. I go with the Nameless one. Yeah. I feel like every time that I've had like a gold and a silver and I go for the silver because it rerolls, maybe it'll hit the gold again. It's just like, I never see that gold for the rest of the game. Nah, I want to see what this turns into. And remember, when you transform a character, give it +5 attack. So they are a 34 that transforms into... okay. Yeah, okay. This is pretty good. This is pretty good right there. It's pretty good. Alright, spell card. Cast your second spell each turn. Get a bonus shop. Your pirates have treasure hoard 3. When one of your hunt characters attacks, all of your hunt characters get +3. I don't have any hunt characters right now. I might get some. I also only have... this is a hunt character, and it's also my only pirate. I don't have a lot of treasures, though. Spell card is always good. Just shops are great. Shops are how you do things in the game. I think I'm gonna bank on their Infinite Rage, though. We'll see if we can get some more hunts. I love it. Sure. So I will... so this is one of those interactions I do like, but it's not intuitive, and I feel like a lot of players are gonna, like, do a suboptimal play because they don't know about this. But this says, quest, recruit 1 more heroes. If I recruit Champion of Eternity, overwriting Daughter of Athena, I still get the quest, which is awesome, and I would not want that to get changed, but it isn't. It's not intuitive. I think I go with the Lucky Chest here. I see myself getting higher rarity treasures soon. We're at that point in the game. Especially if I can get this quest done, that will give me a rainbow treasure, which could be really, really nice. If I get there. I mean, I might just lose. That's not great. That's brutally bad, actually. Because I lost my support buff. Cool. Yeah, let's just try and get Conan Quest. Exactly. We're getting there. Okay. Oh, Swatch says, sorry. It is intentional, and I agree it's unintuitive, but we hope the highlighting makes it clear you should feel empowered to try it, and then be happy when it works. Totally, right? I don't know if all players have that instinct. It's a game. Try things and see what happens, right? Like, that's my instinct, but not everyone's gonna be the same. But I think that's usually fine. Like, a lot of my concerns, I had a lot of thoughts about, like, ooh, this is not really intuitive, this isn't really tutorialized, there's no tooltip for this. But I figured them all out on my own. Like, there's a few things I didn't figure out on my own. I can't remember what it was. It's one specifically that I remember specifically. I read someone else post about and went, oh. But anyway, what is this? You have your superhero go over to the fan wiki, I suppose. Alright. Champion of Eternity. I'm attacked. Gain attack equal to the attacker's current health. Pretty wild. I've never really seen it, like, matter, but it does seem interesting. And then dash, give your shot +1/+2. I think I just roll on this. Do I want the Stinky? This has become, like, a super important unit. I feel like I see it in every late game board. Because it's just tech against some of the most ridiculous stuff. But spells! I'm always so tempted by a bonus shop. I don't know if it's relevant. I should probably go with Stinky, though. I think it's going to stop me from... Well, Champion of Eternity has sort of the same effect, doesn't it? Well, not entirely, right? If Stinky kills something, you still end up doing that damage to somebody else, but... I think Champion of Eternity is actually going to work well as my own sort of, like, defensive tool. Let's go Abracadabra. It's more fun. Oh. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Goodbye, Conan. You never got to complete your quest. You have a new quest now. Finding true love. It's okay. Alright. Where do I put that? Does this want to be in the back or the front? I'm going to say the front because Sunflare is going to buff the unit that we summoned. Yeah, sure. I can also move Pyrat. Okay. 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 Oh, that's very good. Nice. Okay. Cool. Merlin and Wishing Dragon. My board is very small. Well, that's not entirely true, actually. This is already smaller. Yeah, these are all bigger, actually. Let's go with the Merlin. I think Sugarplum Fairy is done. And we immediately get a silver. Beautiful. How many spells have I cast? 5 spells? I love that it tells you this. I'm so glad it does. This would be unplayable otherwise. I would just never take it because I wouldn't know. It would be nice if there was, like, a couple of counters. I know you don't want too much visual clutter, but, like, a couple of little counters here and there. Or, like, maybe when you click on your character, it shows you, like, spells cast and treasures done and, like, Fey buff, stuff like that. It would be kind of cool. Anyway. I guess doesn't look like this normally. Normally it is just overlaid on top. But you could have, like, you know, extra information pop up at the side when looking at a card or something. I don't know. Not a card, like specifically your captain, so it's not information that's in your face all the time. Anyway, Wizard of Oz, are you good enough? You're bigger than Sunflare, and you're gonna keep getting bigger. But on the other hand, Abracadabra, huh? What are you asking for? Sorry, tuned out. Swaj, I was talking about... I was saying how good it is that Wizard of Oz tells you what their buff is. Where they just, like, I would just never take them otherwise because I wouldn't know. But in that same vein, it would be nice to be able to have a lot of different trackers. And I know you don't want a lot of, like, clutter in the game, but possibly something like when you look at your captain, it shows you some stats, like spells cast and treasure hoard value and stuff like that. As a way of, like, viewing that information without it always being on screen. Anyways, I think I go with Abracadabra here. Even though Wizard of Oz is very good, I'm gonna be able to get 2 spells and Merlin's here, so that's the same effect. It's like plus 10 to both. Yeah. That's what I said. Yeah, it's a hard line to walk without overwhelming players who are just casually getting into the game. Totally. Yeah. I really hate stat overwhelm. No, I super get it. I think that if you could just have buttons that you just don't ever click, right? Like, you know, it's just like, oh yeah, here's a thing. Oh, there's a... I don't know what this does, but okay. I don't know. This, I think, would be a clean spot to put it. I know that it doesn't look like that. It would be overlaid in the middle of the screen, but just have it show up only when you're looking at your captain. How often are you going to do that? But anyway. I mean, yeah, that's not how gamers work, though. What, not clicking on buttons? I guess that my first instinct when I saw this was to click on it, and it didn't do anything, and I was very disappointed. I was like, what does this do? Why is this here? Alright, abracadabra, give me something good to eat. That's not how that goes. Ooh, perfect. Keep the spells coming. Merlin, you can do it. Oh. Yeah, alright. Wait a minute. It's finally paying off. Merlin, you have brought us. What do we get? Wonder Box. When you cast a spell directly on a character, cast it on all your other characters. And that's not like multiply the effect. That's like you cast it again, right? Okay. Bottle of Starlight, plus 30. And if you get first place, you get a bonus reward. Golden characters have double attack and health. I only have the 1. Plus 30 is actually a lot right now. I feel like some games you look at Bottle of Starlight and you just don't care. But my board is not that big. I do want to catch up on chat though. I have a plan to eliminate that fake button already, so you're right. But the opposite direction. No, fair enough, yeah. Yep, more castings. Definitely have a plan to add more info, but judiciously. Cool, nice, that was awesome. Yeah, it's always interesting. Again, I mentioned, like, it's been very interesting looking at the Discord and, like, getting to actually see the dev insights and stuff, because I remember playing, like, Hearthstone and being so confused why you can download a third-party app that tells you all this information about the game, but that information is not just already there. And I still think that's weird that it's not there, but, like, I feel like you shouldn't need a third-party app to be able to, like, play the game optimally. And, I don't know. Toggles are cool. Have settings, you know? I don't know. I'm certainly not trying to tell anyone how to actually build a game. I don't know how to build a game. I tried it once and it was hard and I stopped. Now I build paper games with index cards. I'll take the Bottle of Starlight. See, that's the thing. I actively hope someone writes that for us. Yeah, fair enough. Just feels like I don't know. It's What are we doing? All right, Ogre Magi. I do love spells, but I think I should just cast spells. I think we're just in a cast all the spells kind of mode right now, and hope we get there. Which is not the most straightforward thing to do, but oh well. Sugar Plum Fairy. Maybe you're more comfortable with it if it's like officially sponsored out. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I'm a big believer of like a game being the sort of cohesive like canon, for lack of a better term, right? Like it's the same thing with like fan wikis having the information kind of necessary to play the game, which feels wrong. Like, I don't think that wikis are a bad thing. I don't think fan wikis are a bad thing. But I've definitely played games where it's just the expectation is you're going to look up how to do it instead of the information being in the game. And it always irks me, I guess, is the best word for that. I'll just get rid of Sugar Plum. This doesn't trigger, right? When you recruit a Fae, including me. The fact that it says including me, like, really does make it feel like it should trigger off of the bank. But whatever. I'm aware that it doesn't have the like gray recruit keyword here. One key goal is we can't make it feel wrong to play on mobile. Yeah, totally. And we have information limitations on mobile. No, totally. I super get that. I think that's really good that is the goal. Sunflare. Ooh, do I actually care? Would I rather an epic treasure or would I rather some extra spells? Is the epic treasure going to be worth more than like plus 15, plus 10? I guess plus 10 is what it needs to be. Eureka is insane. Yeah, Eureka's so good. It's 5 more shops? Wait, it's 5 more shops? Oh god, Eureka's insane. That's 5 more shops. What? Never mind. Okay. I didn't take Wonderbox. Yeah, okay. Oh. It wouldn't be 5 more though, right? Because they would have to all be mages, or would it actually be? I assume it wouldn't. But I didn't take Wonderbox, and even if I had, it would have been, I think, 2 because of Doppelganger. It hits them all, but only 2 of them are mages. Right? Okay, great, good. Making sure I understand how that works. Although then again, maybe that's something that is, I don't know. You know, maybe it copies those values in something, and it's I assume the intent is that it doesn't, but yes. You're used to all mage boards. Fair enough. Alright. I'm going to go with Sunflare, I think. I don't know if it's going to amount to more than plus 10 to my board. That's the gamble. Okay. Alright, Doppelganger. You're up. It's your time to shine. That's kind of what I was hoping for, honestly. Yeah, I mean, plus 10 to the whole board is a big buff. So, I'm glad I think I did get something better than it, but yeah. Plus 50 was kind of the price to beat on taking that over taking the spell shops. Alright, I don't think Doppelganger has to go to the back now, though, because if they die early, there's no space for the double farewell. I didn't explain what just happened. Parting gift, double your farewell abilities. Doppelganger, farewell, clone the enemy that KO'd me. So we should be pretty safe. Oh, wow. If they died right then, right as I said that, comedy. Didn't matter. Totally didn't matter. Pick a peck of peppers. Sure. We'll just cast some spells. Let's go with the mages. Sure. Why not? I don't know. Yeah, let's just keep going. Great. Okay, now this is a board where Doppelganger might care. There they are! Double stinky. Cool. That's fun. I enjoy that. Transform a character into a random character 1 level higher. Ooh. I mean, Merlin's doing so much for us, but what could a rainbow do? You never know. I always want to take this gamble. It's such a good gamble. This is such a well-designed card. Honestly, like, the spell is just, it's that sort of randomness that works. And you're like, ooh, I gotta see it. And because one thing that is super non-intuitive, and I think I knew it because I knew it from Storybook Brawl, is the way that these stats continue to carry over, right? I do wish that it was clear what was the base stats and what was the modified stats, like how much of a modifier it has, because that modifier carries over to the transformed creature. But also, hey, we have another Dragonmother trigger, so yeah. TLK is the soul of this game, in your opinion. Oh, I could see it. I think the other one, I can't remember the name of it, so it's clearly not as impactful to my brain. I think the other one that transforms into another thing at the same level is also very important. But it's the idea that when you transform, you don't lose your invested stats. That is really, really, really important. Because you'll have these, like, you know, you have like a random, I don't know, Puss in Boots or something that's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And sure, they buff their slot, and so those stats are going to carry over, but if a Shmi's been buffing them the entire time, or you have like some other stats, or like a Calypso, it feels really bad to get rid of. And being able to transform it into a random rare, a random legend, or whatever, is so nice. Through the Looking Glass, yes, thank you. That's a good point for TLK. Specifically knowing what stats would carry over is interesting. I wonder how I could do that without being noise. Yeah, exactly. Like that's... I see how that's the fine line to walk. A little pop-up when you drag the spell. Oh, that could be interesting. Like, while I'm doing this, it shows me. Yeah. There's also something really interesting about the secret shop. I kind of like that it's secret. Like, yeah, ostensibly you know it exists. It's in the, like, collection list, but you only know this exists if you risk it. If you say, well, what happens if I hit my rare or my legend? There's nothing higher than that. But likewise, I know that if I hit Doppelganger, it just re-rolls. Like, nothing's gonna... I know it just goes to another rainbow. Anyway. Could be handy, but it's extra noise. I think you can generally eyeball it fairly well. Right? That's the starting thing. Yeah, I don't know. I see what you're saying about the pop-up. That's probably gonna give that information faster, and it's not always on screen. In my mind, I want to see what the base stats are. Or have some way of viewing them, but I think that's going to be more noise because it's always visible as opposed to only when you do this, which I'm going to do right now. Alright, Battered Star Galactica. It just has a quest, but since it's a rainbow, it's going to give you a rainbow treasure. Cool. Alright, Pyrat finally makes it to silver. Been with us this whole game. And, do we do it again? Honestly, I think I TLK the Champion of Eternity. Like, they've done a lot, but I don't think they need, like, more attack is kind of irrelevant at this point. I want to see how that goes. Alright. Legends, what do you have for me? Pied Piper is kind of useless, but it did buff the Pyrat, so that's something, I guess. The newer secret rare gem coming soon is hot stuff. What? Oh, also buffs Doppelganger. Oh, good call. I totally missed that. Although I'm not sure if it's going to be relevant because I'm probably going to keep Doppelganger in the back. Because I want to get as much value out of this double farewell as possible, and I think they'll just die if they're in the front row. I will say, and I said this earlier, but I don't know if you were here at the time, the name Secret Rare feels weird since Rare is a level already. Like, I feel like it could just be Secret. I don't know. Battle! Battered Star Galactica. If you don't successfully do 200... Okay, we did it. Good. And... boom. That would have been a tie. Oh, that's cool. I think I spent way too long on this match. Okay. Well, I was worried about Pied Piper not being relevant. Alright, what do we have? Wonder Box. Cast a spell directly into a character, also cast it on your other characters. Pretty cool. And the Trifork. Give your characters Treasure Hoard 3, which isn't much for me. It's like 6 or something, yeah. First time you could find a treasure, each turn collect all of them. Ooh. I think I go World Shrub because it's funniest. And I don't have Merlin anymore even. Yeah, let's go World Shrub. So there's lots of weird interactions with World Shrub. It's your type. Your characters are all types, and I don't really know what to do with that. But I like it in theory. I think it's cool. But Pied Piper at very least exists, so that's fun. Let's just dash this, and I don't know if I'm improving my board. Like, I've seen the ridiculous, like, you know, everything is higher than 1k boards, but I think this board's gonna be fine. I don't know what I'm actually attempting to do that's bigger than this. That said, Sunflare is kind of... I think that I've lost the value on this And you could argue the same thing on Pirate. Like, a lot of my pieces are just big. They're not doing much. So, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. What's Oberon do again? Plus 21 attack. Only attack, as opposed to 15, 14. I think I'll meet in the tavern. Titania. No. Ooh, I do love Kraken. I have so little health, apparently. Dang. Yeah, let's just get some stars. It's fine. It's fine. Until I lose, I feel confident. Oh, my doppelganger did die. It didn't matter, but still. There's the Pied Piper. Mix and match. Is that going to be relevant? Probably not. I mean, I did see some 200s on that last board, so it's possible. We just pivot into animals. I mean, that is all of our animals. Actually, that is all of our animals. Yeah, let's do that. That's perfect. We're an animal board now, apparently. What's our biggest piece, though? Or our smallest piece, really? So, Pyrat. It would be nice. I love that when I pull away, I can see their stats without seeing the slot buff. But I don't like that I don't get to see their stats without the support buff. 550, 134. Okay. 595, 180. Yeah, so we'll replace the... And what about Sunflare? 510, 110. Yeah, we'll replace Sunflare with the Guardian. Dreamer, Katamari, Eureka. I don't have any of my ridiculous... ridiculous, as if it was that ridiculous. Alright, that's much better. Now I can actually have Pied Piper in the front back. Which I think is better than... Guardian the Grove should be in the back? Hard to say. Because losing this 400 stat bonus is kind of significant if it dies. Probably more significant. Yeah. Oh, they're all types. I was worried about not having a mage. What am I thinking? I guess I should have invested that in Pied Piper. Do I want a rare? Sure. Gravity Well's pretty good, but not really right now. Recruits are also farewells. I don't think I have any relevant recruits. No. No. We'll go with Galactic Rock. If the game goes long, it'll be nice. If it doesn't, at least we have something good to listen to. Oh, that's a lot. That's so funny that the Stinky keeps sniping the Doppelganger, which gives me a Stinky. A big one, too. Dang. I guess it wasn't as big because Pied Piper's giving the stat. Anyway, congratulations me, I won.